So we're gonna pop back. We're gonna talk to this guy. Get our last. We're gonna wind up with 3 teleports after that. That completes this cycle. And then the next part we need to do is getting our fireballs. See if he's got any fireballs
Welcome to
for
my
us.
shop.
And setting up our stats and travel points. Now here we definitely are going to need some of this. Remember, we've got to keep at least 300 down here minimum. Now this, and these things are going to go into our holding bin for the time being, because we'll need those for later.
Let's see.
Remember, if it says permanent, we want to keep it. Poison, we don't need poison. I don't use poison. You can use poison if you want. I don't use it. Unfortunately, again, we're back to this inventory management issue. You cannot move and set this around. So you've got to set your stuff up. So let's see. First we're going to do lightning. Medium lightning, large lightning. Cold. Medium cold. Large cold. Spirit. Medium spirit. Large spirit. There we go. For me, I use the spirit stones, the cold, and the lightning. You run across a lot of stuff that is immune to fire.
Welcome. Do you
And
seek
I've got a
something
spell that does
special, perchance?
And I've got a spell that does poison, so I don't need the poison. And that's going to end this section. Now we need to start setting up our go points and getting our other skill sets. Alright, to do that, what we're going to do, we've now got 3 stones. We are going to pop back to Kovengar, and we're going to set one of the stones up at the graveyard of Kovengar. We'll need that for later. And there's no use trekking all the way back and around. We're going to drop one off there. Then we're going to come down. We're going to pick up our alchemy and other skills at Rovant. And then we're going to start leveling and farming fireballs. Primarily fireballs. You're going to get a lot of poison darts that drop. We'll keep those. But our main objective in the beginning is fireballs. Okay? Once you start getting fireballs, that's going to open up a whole venue of you being able to level, collect. In my opinion, acquiring and having fireball set up is a necessity. I like putting this right here next to this rock. Sometimes I have to run behind that rock to hide from archers, and then I don't like a bunch of dead getting in on top of my stone. We're going to drop one here. That way we don't have to walk all the way back down the hill. And we don't want to take him fall over the hill. Mind you, this is just pre-prep. We have not taken any quest. We've not taken this. We've avoided the storyline as much as possible. Avoid the storyline as much as possible. Come here, wolves. These wolves. Yeah, wolfie, wolfie, wolfie. I know you're up there. Once you get your boosters and your others. Oh, come on. They just do not want to. Going up hills, if you get stuck like that, just jump. As I said, sometimes they just want to be a pain in the dupe at a kite. But we still need our wolf hearts. That should give us enough wolf hearts for the first quest that we're going to pick up. Oh yeah, plenty of wolf hearts. And then at this point, we're going to make our way over to Rovant. And then that's when we're going to start farming our fireballs and everything. You will not be able to get into Gorillan. Your rep is not high enough right now. He'll just say, you're a stranger, go away. But we need this area right down here is where we're going to start our major stuff. Also here is Gallows Hill. There's 2 more taint we're going to pick up on the way. Again, going up, if it gets slow, just jump.
That's interesting.
We're going to be coming back to Gallows Hill later for a rope quest. This is where you'll come to pick up the rope. A guy, oh, let's see, he's right up here. Will ask you to come get some rope, and that right there is where you're going to go. Look for that little squiggly right next to Coven, right next to Rovant, and that's your cue for that. Every once in a while there's some wolves or pigs hiding down there, and they'll sneak up behind you. I hear them, but I'm not seeing them. So we're good to go. In here, it looks like it's getting dark.
Can I help you?
Alright, when you first come into Rovant, normally during the daytime, there's going to be a merchant standing here when you come through this gate. You're going to follow the road up. There'll be another merchant standing here. And then here on your left will be a guy in robes. This is the guy that we're looking for. This is a small area. They're wandering around. There's our first vendor.
Welcome.
So we'll go ahead and grab him. No fireballs.
Looking for something?
There's the guy that we're looking for.
Good day to you.
He's got that orange.
Necromancy is the...
And this is where we need our 300. We need to learn necromancy. We need to learn alchemy. And we need to learn impenetrable skin. There.
Oh, stranger.
Now that we've got those, we can start putting our points. Okay. Let's see. We still need to get up 3 levels for that, but here are alchemy. So remember, we need 10 in this. I forget if it's 2 or 3 in this, and we need this maxed out for our next set. And you'll notice if you can walk into a building, if you catch them while they're walking in, then you don't have to pick the lock later. Okay? Now, anytime I come in and out, the door will be open. I can come in during the day when no one's in there and pick the locks and steal everything and not get a criminal by them going, oh, you've been observed, you know, committing a crime or whatever when you try to pick the lock. This comes in real useful in cities where you can pop a lot of doors this way. There goes that fox, and I know if I chase him, I'm going to pull in the pigs. So we'll just wait for him to come back. This is our first point here. This is where we're going to start our initial fireball collection. There'll be a second point later. Oh, dang you.
Die quickly. Ooh, that tickles.
So what we want to do here again, we don't want to be armed because they'll disarm you. We want to save. Save this as fireballs. What we're looking for is guys with a red flag over them. You'll see those 2 guys down there, they've got little headdress things on. Those are poison dart carriers. We can use those, but we're mainly looking for the other guys. So we're going to kite them back up the street and around, or the road, and around, and there's a mana point up there. And that's where we're going to really engage them.
Look at that.
Do not let these things touch you. They will one-shot you if you're not careful. We do not want to kill everyone down there. We always want to leave at least one of them alive. Always at least one alive. Always want to leave at least one alive, because that way they will respawn. I can leave and come back and they would have respawned a new group, and this is how we farm our fireballs. See, we want to leave that guy alive. And you've got to jump out of the zone. These are in different regions and zones. So we need to come all the way over here. This is a dividing area here. This is an area. This is an area. So we need to leave this area for them to respawn. So we're going to go over here. Then we're going to come back. We need at least 2 to 3 fireballs for the next point. There, you see the guy down there with the red? That's a fireball. Do not let them hit you. They will one-shot you. We want to leave those two guys there alive. And we want those two, the fireball and the other mage. We got to pick our...
Today wasn't your day.
Ah, my hand didn't work. And that's why you save. My hands do not always work due to nerve damage. So let's try this again. Remember, I want to leave the other two guys alive.
Pathetic.
So we got to do this dance o' death. With the fireballs, you got to give some distance. And he's going to want to hide behind these guys. And as I said, they'll one-shot you every friggin' time.